What's going on, folks, and welcome into this week's edition of Talk Birdie To Me. Talk Birdie To Me is presented to you by Everyday Freight. Help your business coordinate commercial shipments from one skid up to full loads all across North America. Everyday Freight for your shipping needs. I'm Connor Roundtree, and we have the St. Jude Championship from TPC Southwind. It's the first round of the playoffs. The top 70 golfers in the world are going toe-to-toe, and we have some pretty good looks this week that we think you guys need to check out. So make sure you pay attention throughout this episode. Head over to sportstree.ca, get that pick package for this tournament, and you'll be in to win. Now, what do we need to know about the course? Approach play and putting have never been so crucial. First of all, you have the whole weekend. So you're going to need to convert on birdie opportunities throughout the week. There's no cut here. So you're going to need to be able to go low. If you do blow up a hole or two, it's not the end of the world. You just have to convert on your birdie opportunities because you're going to be going against the other best 69 golfers for the duration of 4 full rounds. Approach play. Also never been more important. These fairways have some crazy undulation, so you need to be able to put the ball, just pin place the ball on the greens to give yourself those birdie opportunities. So approach play and putting, never more crucial. I guess they're important in every golf tournament, but never more so than that TPC Southwind. Jumping into the field now, we have to talk about Scottie Scheffler. It's the big three again leading the way. Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, and Jon Rahm. Scottie Scheffler, he's coming off of his worst performance since October of 2022 with a T23 at the Open. Yes, that's right. His worst performance is a T23 at the Open. He still gained 10.52 strokes on the field from tee to green. And you know what? There's not much value to be had here. I can't play Scottie Scheffler because he's been struggling with the putter. He's lost strokes in back-to-back events putting, and I just talked about how important putting is going to be this week. And at that number 6.5 to 7 to 1, there's no way I'm biting on Scottie Scheffler. Rory McIlroy, the next guy up, he has a terrible course history here at TPC Southwind. And then lastly, out of the big three, there's Jon Rahm, who has a pair of top 7 finishes in his last 3 trips here. And the big Spaniard posted 3 top 16 finishes in his last 4 starts, including a T2 at the Open his last time out. Out of the big three, if you're going to play one of those guys, Jon Rahm is definitely my play here. He's in the best form. He has great track history, and it just kind of feels like Rombo time. It feels like he's flown under the radar a little bit. I hate to use the argument that he's due, because that never really works out so well in betting, but it does kind of feel like Jon Rahm is due. I'm not going to be playing that ticket just because the value isn't necessarily there. I could be looking at some head-to-head matchups with Jon Rahm if he's going up against guys like Scottie Scheffler and Rory or anyone else in this field. I think Jon Rahm will carry a lot of value in DFS markets and a lot of value in head-to-head markets, possibly top 20 markets, depending on where that stands. However, Jon Rahm outright ticket, that isn't exactly my play. My first pick that I have it locked in at 20 to 1 is Viktor Hovland, and he is my ideal golfer to attack TPC Southwind. He's gained strokes ball striking in 17 consecutive starts, gaining at least 4.5 strokes tee to green in 5 straight starts. He knows how to get the ball off the tee. He powers it off the tee, and then he's so accurate and flush with his irons. And then when he won at Muirfield Village with this flat stick, he gained over 6 strokes on the greens. So if he turns it on with this putter, look out. Recent form, a T13 at the Open. What more do you want? What more do you want from this guy? And he gained strokes on the greens yet again at the Open. So ball striking, all just great stuff. Putting, great stuff. Number-wise, value-wise, 20 to 1, Viktor Hovland. Hello. Our best bet of the week, Viktor Hovland, dash 140 to finish in the top 20. There's only 70 golfers in this field, pardon me. That is so doable for a guy like Viktor Hovland. That dash 140, that value to me is undeniable. Obviously, you'd like some plus money there, but hey, dash 140 for Viktor Hovland, who's in great form, who's a course fit for me. I'm playing him to win outright. I'm playing him for a top 20 ticket, and I'll be looking at him in matchups as well. The second outright ticket that I have at 25 to 1 is Tyrrell Hatton. He's gained the second most strokes in this field across the last 36 rounds, only behind Scottie Scheffler. The difference is Tyrrell Hatton's on fire with this putter. He has 7 top 20 finishes in his last 8 starts, with 4 top 6s in that span. And across those 8 starts, he's gained strokes, ball striking, putting, and tee to green. So I love the form that Tyrrell Hatton is coming in. He's another course fit like Viktor Hovland. And at that 25-1 range, I'm absolutely going to be biting on that. He's also even money. Dash 110, so just under even money to finish in the top 20. I love that value for Tyrrell Hatton. I think Hatton can really do some damage this week. He's probably the best player on the PGA Tour to not win a tournament this season. So if you want to have the he's due argument, Tyrrell Hatton is due. The last guy I'm looking at 30-1 is Tommy Fleetwood. 4 top 10 finishes in his last 5 starts. He's in excellent form, probably the best form that we've ever seen him, and he finished 4th here in 2019. This guy knows how to attack pins. Well, you want to talk about soft hands, you want to talk about around the green play, that's where Tommy Fleetwood thrives. If he turns that putter on, look out for Tommy Fleetwood to be flirting in that in contention come Sunday. He is plus money to finish in the top 20 on PointsBet, so make sure you lock in Tommy Fleetwood for a top 20. Tyrrell Hatton and Viktor Hovland, those are kind of my 3 best bets to finish in the top 20. I think they all carry value in the DFS market as well, and those are the 3 guys that I'm circling to win this golf tournament. Make sure you lock them in only on PointsBet. All right, folks, as for your trivia question for this week's edition of Talk Birdie To Me, only a few episodes left, only a few more opportunities to get in to win a pair of PGA tickets for next season. We have the first round of the playoffs. We're going to finish up the playoffs, and we're going to have a Ryder Cup show, and that Ryder Cup show is going to be the season finale. We will be doing the draw live on that show to see who gets in to win a pair of PGA tickets to any event that you'd like to see next season, excluding a major. Here's your question. Who won the 2022 FedEx Cup? We called it right here on this show a year ago. We bet on him. He went out. He got the job done. He pinned his ears back from a chase spot, and he attacked some pins and went low. That's your clue. You can go back and watch last year's show. You can go and look at our former picks on sportstree.ca, and they will all be there. Head over now, answer that question, get in to win those tickets, and best of luck for the St. Jude Championship this week. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and we'll talk birdie to you next time.